Hi everyone, I'm Caprea Wingate, and today we're going to talk about the new Sony A7sII. We're going to see how this camera operates. It's a nice little small cute little camera. We're going to play around with it. We're going to put this camera to its paces and we're going to see if we can really make it overheat. So we've been doing videos already, so now we're going to work on it even more to see how much this camera can take. So a lot of people have been asking Craig, does this camera have an overheating problem? So this is the whole purpose of us doing the video today. We're going to really see if it has an overheating problem. The beauty of this camera is it has a full frame sensor, it is 4K, and it also performs very well in low light. So I'm a fashion model, commercial model, runway model, print model, and I really enjoy it. And also, this video will help me today because I'm learning a little bit about photography, and I have no clue about cameras. We're gonna start our 30-minute torture test to see if this camera can overheat. So we're starting our clip, our 30-minute clip, so you guys have to deal with us talking about just random stuff. You get to know more about me. And yeah, so, okay, I don't know why, but this is so random, but I really want to talk about some of the stuff that I do besides modeling. Well, I make ventriloquist dolls, and a ventriloquist doll is, a hard puppet that you sit on your knee or a stool or something high enough and you make them talk. But I make it all by hand, and I have a partner too, and he's really good, and that's Tony. And we make them all by hand, no mold. We carve them. I'm actually the sculptor though, and he's more of the carver. I like to sculpt. But they're really actually neat because they all come from our imagination. It's like you don't really know what you're looking for until like it comes out, and then you're like, that's what I wanted, sort of. But like each time you do it, it's like you start getting better and better and better. And the mechanics in the doll's head is definitely the most complicated part of doing the whole process. But it's really interesting because you would realize how different things, like you can take random things like a tree branch and cut it and saw it into a small piece and do some drilling, and it works. Like, you don't really need all this fancy stuff to make it work. Like, you can find like random things to make things work. And that's what I'm so interested about, because like just to find miscellaneous things to actually rig up stuff is really interesting to me. But also, wait, I want to give you guys a sample of my ventriloquism. I'm not a ventriloquist, but I semi know how to do it. But I'm going to use a girly voice. Okay, so this is my puppet. This is Mary. Hello, Mary. Hello. How are you, Mary? Good. Mary, what seems to be the problem today? I'm not feeling that well. Why not, Mary? I'm sick. My husband is giving me a hard time. Mary, I think you need to go back to sleep. Okay. So Mary went back to sleep. But I'm not a ventriloquist, but I like to make them. And that's like one of my hobbies. And I like to fix cars. Okay, this is like totally random, but one day I just want to take a whole car apart and put it all back together. I already know how to fix a flat tire. I know how to fix a radiator. And I'm sorry if I'm boring you guys, but it excites me to talk about some of the stuff I like. So I like to fix things, like random things. It doesn't matter. I like to fix things, and I think fixing a car the most is like something I'm interested in big time. Because I changed a radiator, and I'm like a girly girl. I never thought I would be able to do it, and I figured it out. And I can change a tail light and a headlight, but I think that's like all I can do. But I'm scared to like use jumper cables in the car because sometimes they spark. I'm not really happy about that part. I like to draw. and I like to paint, but I draw like surrealism stuff. And I like to paint water. Like, I like to paint waterfalls in nature. Like, okay, to be a girly girl, I'm okay, it's weird. Like, sometimes I complain if I have to walk through the woods, but like if I have my boots on and long sleeves, I'm totally fine with it. But I like nature. Oh my god, I want to tell you guys something. So the other day I was at the park and I was sitting on the bench minding my own business and this squirrel came up. And first he was just playing, he was just like playing with me. He just keeps on going away and coming back. And then he sat on the bench with me. Okay, I was a little scared. I never seen a squirrel that close up. Never in a million years. So I was like a little worried that he might try to like bite me. I didn't know if it was like my bright pants, because I had really bright pink pants on. But the squirrel was just so nice and he actually just wanted to talk to me. But I completely scared him away because I was like a little scared of him, even though he looked really cute when he was messing with his tail. But that was just a random thing I wanted to tell you guys. But also, let me see what I can tell you guys about me. I live in the mountains now, but I'm more of a city girl. So now I live in the mountains where things are nice and quiet and safe and all that good stuff. And one day I think I could be a news reporter because I learned, well, maybe not a news reporter, maybe more of a counselor, because I like to sort of interview people, but when I interview them, it's just like I love to hear about all their issues because I have so many answers for them. And I admit, I'm kind of nosy, and it just naturally happens. And I don't want to seem boring. Oh, I forgot to tell you I'm 21. So I'm not old yet. But I'm 21. I like to have fun, but my kind of fun is not exactly partying all the time. Fun to me is, okay, reading a dirty book. That's fun. I'm just talking about those romantic books that just have you so in the moment, and then it ends. That's the most suckiest part about the books. They always have to end, even the movies. And it's just, I just think it's not right. Even like the 50 Shades of Grey. Oh god, the man in that movie was just so handsome. And I need him to make another part because I have to understand what happened. And you just get lost if you don't know. So basically, I'm thinking they should make another part to make me happy. I think that was a decent movie, but I think my favorite movie is Finding Nemo. I like Finding Nemo because I still like cartoons and all that good stuff. So I guess sort of, I'm still kind of a kid. And my favorite ice cream, oh my goodness, is Rocky Road ice cream. I love Rocky Road ice cream. And my favorite color, I like pink, but I like yellow too. I don't know, yellow just is interesting. And colors are interesting in general because, you know, like when you paint, it's the colors that you choose to use. And my two favorite colors to paint with is red and black. I think they speak something because they're so deep and interesting. So, yeah.
Now, speaking of colors, we're recording in the vivid setting now. So ask them
Okay.
if they like the vivid setting, if they like this look or not.
Okay. So, do you guys like the
Vivid. Yeah.
vivid settings in here? Like, well, I can't see it because I can't see through the camera, but if you guys can see, it looks nice.
Yeah, and ask them to comment on anything they like about the video. Just put it in the comments, the YouTube comments.
Okay. And anything that you guys like, just comment below. And yeah. And maybe you can ask about me too. You can find out more things about me. But also the camera too. You can ask about the camera. And it's actually a nice little camera. Like, it's not, to be a video camera, I expected it to be bigger. But it's really not. But I don't really know about camera videos. So
it's a cute little camera, right?
yes, it's a cute little camera, and Craig, help me here.
Oh, talk about fitness. You're into fitness also, right?
Okay. Yes. So
How do you stay fit?
I love the gym. The gym is definitely, I think that's the place. You know, like when you are just so overheated and you get really stressed, and the gym motivates you. And it's just like you have to go there because it helps your brain cells. Like, it just relieves so much stress. But me personally, I like to stay in the gym for a long time. But as you can see, I'm very small. So I burn very quickly. So that means I have to limit my workout because I can run every single day. And it is very good to run. But if you have a certain body type that you can drop weight at any time, it's not that good. It's a proven fact. But I like to do, me personally, I mainly like to work on my abs. And I like to work on my butt because I don't want a jiggly butt. So I like to work on my butt and my abs and somewhat my arms, but I don't want to like bench press because if a girl bench presses too much, she just looks too manly up top. And besides, I don't have really any breast anyway. So if I bench pressed, then I wouldn't have none because they would just disappear somewhere. So, that's what I mainly like to do. I do like to work out often.
What about eating? Do you watch what you eat or just eat anything you want?
Me particularly, as far as a diet wise, I would definitely suggest for people to 100% be careful what they eat and monitor what they eat. But I don't gain weight. It just goes nowhere. But if you eat like bad greasy food and stuff like that, like it does affect you. But like for the most part, for me, like it doesn't really affect my body as much as it affects my face. Like I'll break out if I eat a piece of greasy chicken more than gaining weight. But see, every body type is different. Some people gain weight, some people don't. Like it's easier for me to lose weight than to gain weight. And maybe I should start eating some more beans and rice though. Maybe I might be able to gain a few more pounds. I've been the same weight since I was 12 years old. And I just don't grow. I gotten taller, but the weight needs to, just fill out a little more. My mom is, oh, wait, I forgot to tell you. Okay, so my mom is Irish, Cherokee Indian, and all this like weird mix. And she's really cute. She's a nice, her skin color is like, it's Caucasian, but it has like this nice tan to it. And my dad is African American. And they made one beautiful baby, as you can see. But there was actually a reason I wanted to tell you about this. But I totally got sidetracked. My brain, sometimes it just doesn't think in one line. It goes all over the place.
Now, you also do parts modeling, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like your hands and different things. Can you talk about that? That's a whole different thing, right?
Yeah. Like, if you do parts modeling, like, some are for jewelry, just your hand. Honestly, it's so easy, but I like to do more stuff where you can see your whole body and you're moving and posing. Because I do fashion mainly, but, like, if we're doing jewelry, like this watch or this ring, it's, like, real simple, like, how they just, your hands are always together. And they kind of, like, do a little turnabout, and you keep your hand still while the photographer is photographing literally just your hand. But parts modeling, it's cool and all that. I've had some interesting jobs with that, you know, getting my feet pictured all up and all that. But I like fashion better because fashion is just so like, you just get to go, you know, just like move. And then you have runway where you have this like really serious look, just like, you just got that look on your face, like you can't even smile.
Now, let them know that for this 30-minute clip, you're going to be talking the whole time.
Okay.
But we're also going to cut to some clips of you doing some like poses.
Okay.
Some of the things you've been talking about.
Okay.
So we're going to be cutting to those clips, and maybe even some stuff outside for testing the focus.
And I brought one of my dolls, Craig.
Yeah, and we'll
Okay.
show them that. We're going to show them everything. So tell
So throughout this video, you are going to see pictures of me, like for example, me taking pictures of, you know, poses and my ventriloquist style.
There'll be video clips.
And
There'll be video
videos.
clips, yeah.
So that'll be interesting for you guys to see. Craig, I need something else to talk about.
What other types of modeling? We talked about hands, like parts modeling,
And runway. Okay.
runway.
So runway is exciting. I think that part runway gives you more of a thrill because you are walking in front of thousands of people. And it is you're anxious and nervous. But when you get out there, it's just like, you just got like this complete brain rush. And then when you get these weird high heels that you have to walk in, and you're like, Lord, please do not let me fall today. It's a relief when you get off that stage. But then it's also like this so much like energy you get out of it. Like runway is pretty cool though. Like I like it. I don't think it's for everyone. I already explained fashion. I like fashion because that's where I started.
By the way, let them know we've been going 16 minutes.
Okay.
No overheating yet.
Okay, so the video has been running 16 minutes and we have no overheating. So.
And it's hot in here, right? I mean, we got the heat up.
Yes,
so
we do have the heat up and we are really testing it today. So we'll see how it'll turn out.
Now, did you say you have a sports bra under there?
Mm-hmm.
Can you show us that?
A sports bra?
Yeah.
Do you want me to do it on a video, Craig?
Why not?
Okay, and here's maybe you guys can see my abs. Okay, so it's getting hot. And see, I got little abs, but I don't got that many abs. But it's just, my abs are coming in.
So what do you do to exercise them?
Okay, so they have a lot of equipment at the gym now. So you have this one where you like bend and it's kind of for your stomach area. Mm-hmm. People say running really helps with the abs. I don't know. I think running really keeps you more toned.
Can you turn around so we can see the back too? Yeah.
See, I'm not, this is going to be kind of random, but I wish I had a little more butt. Oh, that's why I want to tell you guys. The point I was telling you about my mom, how she's Irish, Cherokee, Indian, and all this extra stuff. She's like a shorter lady. She's like this shorter lady with this bigger figure, but it's very curvy. And it's just like, if you could just give me like an inch of her butt on me, I would totally be too cute. But I'm only 5'8", and I'm 115 pounds, but it varies. I never go over 115. I can go from 110 to 115 and less. But for the most part, I try to keep my weight at 115. So that's why I explain, like, at the gym, like, I can't go to the gym every day because I've done that. And I can lose 10 pounds in literally 1 week. And I don't think it's normal, but I think it's all depends on your body type. So
now let them know I'm bumping up the exposure compensation 2/3
okay.
of a stop.
So Craig is bumping up the exposure
2/3
to 2/3
of
a stop.
Just to see what that looks like, and ask them to share in their comments like the time, the time stamp of
Okay,
whatever
so
they like say. okay, at 17 minutes I liked this. So
Okay.
that way we know what they're talking about if they say at what minute marker.
Okay. So anything that you guys like throughout the video, because Craig is going to like change some things with the camera so you can see what's going on. At any time you like something, at the bottom, like, you know, where it has the minute, like just say at minute 17 you really like the light or something like that, so we know how to answer you guys' questions and to help you guys. So, yeah.
See, you're good at this.
Yeah, Craig, but I just talked about myself.
No, but you just talked about the camera and you didn't even
But
know it. See, it was just natural.
But that went natural. I can do it naturally.
By the way, let them know that this is the JuicedLink.
The JuicedLink?
JuicedLink.
JuicedLink.
Riggy Micro.
Okay. So we're using the JuicedLink Riggy. JuicedLink Riggy Micro.
Micro field mixer.
Field mixer. And what is that?
And that allows us to use those two mics. They go right into the right and left channel here.
Okay.
And then go right into the camera. So we get really clean, crisp, great audio into this camera.
Okay. So we're using the JuicedLink Riggy Micro field mixer. That allows the mics to be connected to that box. It's like a small box. And yeah, and we get to use two mics, not just one. So I guess that's
right
like totally cool.
Channel, right
yeah.
Left channel, yeah. And you know, a lot of people overlook audio is every bit as important as the video. Have you ever watched a video on YouTube that had terrible audio?
Yes.
It's painful, right?
Yes.
You know, the people will be like 6 feet away from the camera and they'll be talking to the onboard mic. And like you're hearing all kinds of noise and you can barely hear them and the wind is blowing and you hear it howling in the mics.
Also you guys tell us how the audio actually is. You know, so far how we've been doing.
Yeah, and I've got this as right and left channel. I could have made it what's called dual mono, where they both go into the same channel, but I think it's interesting to hear you coming out of one speaker and then another speaker. So let them comment on what they think about that, too.
Yes. Craig, I totally forgot what you just said that fast.
It can't be that important. Okay, so we were talking about fitness and what you eat and... What about sports? You talked about exercises at the gym. Do you play any sports?
No, I don't play any sports because sports for me, I'm competitive. So I cannot play sports. Okay, I admit I played a baseball game and I did not threaten the girl off of the base. She ran off the base. So I don't really play sports, but I like football, but here's the thing. I don't like watching it. I want to play it. Me and my sister, for the most part, I have a sister, and we played sports with all the neighborhood kids, but apparently we were the only two girls in our little neighborhood, so we were out playing football, and it was very fun, and we got hurt plenty of times, and yeah, and because I'm model, I don't really want to play sports because I don't want to be tackled to the ground. So I like football. I like baseball. Basketball, I don't know. Some people's like, oh, well, you're tall enough to play, but I can't figure out how to get the ball in the hoop. Like, it always misses. So, no, none of that for me. Oh, I like tennis. I love tennis.
It's a lifetime sport.
Yes. Golf, I don't even know who invented golf. Because I don't understand how they expect you to get this ball in this little hole. You just can't do it. It's too complicated.
Frustrating. So, are you any good at tennis?
Oh, yes, I love tennis, dear.
Because I play tennis for money.
Really?
Yeah.
So you trying to challenge me?
I'll hustle you, yeah.
I don't know, Craig. I'm a little more fit than you, as you can see. So.
Might be a tough match. Okay.
Yes.
Now, just let them know, we're at F5, the F-stop.
Okay.
The F-stop is at F5.
Okay. So we're at F5. That's the F-stop.
Yeah, and we're using the 24-70 Sony Zeiss lens.
And we're using the 24 to 70
Sony Zeiss.
Sony's Zeiss. Okay, Zeiss. So we're using the 24 to 70 Sony's
Zeiss
lens.
yeah.
lens. So
that's what we've been using for this whole clip. But let them know we're going to roll in some B-roll clips with different lenses. Also.
Okay, so and we're also going to roll in some B-roll clips with different lenses, so you get to see the difference.
And we're coming up on 24 minutes.
And we're now on 24 minutes and no overheating.
Yep.
Do you guys think I'm a good entertainer? Like, you can definitely comment that part. Or maybe next time I can, like, entertain you guys with a specific topic for 30 minutes. But then that means, like, I'm really going, like, news reporter. But I could be a news reporter, honestly. I would update you on the whole world, and I don't even have to go nowhere. I sit in my house and watch YouTube and get everyone else's news, and then I can deliver to you guys. So, yeah.
All right, so I'm going to let them know that we're closing in on the last 5 minutes.
Okay, so we're closing in on the last 5 minutes.
Still no problem.
And we still have no issues. Craig is going to...
I'm going to start another clip with the backup just to show them that this thing is really working.
We're going to start another clip so you guys can actually see that it's actually working. So we kind of have like the Sony AS.
By the way, that was a sync mark.
Sync mark?
I just did. Yeah, that's so I can sync up the audio. That's why I clapped. Because I'll have a peak. I'll have a peak in both audios. And I'll be able to line it up so it's in sync.
Craig, did they get that?
Do you want me to explain you what synchronization is?
Yes, that would be nice.
When you've got multiple audio clips, like you've got this video here has audio going into it, right? And this camera here has audio going into it. And when we put these together, we want them to line up exactly so that if they see your mouth moving, it all matches.
Oh, I know what that is.
So that's why, have you ever seen when they're making a movie, they have a big thing and they go like this?
Yeah, okay.
That's giving them that peak in both audios, and they just line that little peak right up, and now it works perfectly. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to sync it up at the end.
You know what, Craig? You should give some people on YouTube some lessons of that.
You might want to mention, we've got a lot of how-tos on my channel. We got a lot of those things, tutorials and how-tos.
Well, also you guys can look at Craig's channel because he has a lot of
tutorials.
Tutorials.
We teach people how to speak on camera.
Tutorials on his channel, so you guys can learn like different things from him.
And we teach people how to play tennis too, for money.
But I'm sorry, sometimes my English just is not together. Like, this is why with acting, actually, at first when I started doing some acting, my acting was so awful. My first role was a breakup role, and they gave me the guy that I did not want. They gave me like the most.
Well, then it should have been easy to break up.
No, Craig, like I needed to feel like I didn't want to break up with him, and he just was so. We were not on the same page, and it's just like, well, we did okay. We're just not a cute couple. We needed to break up.
By the way, we are at 27 minutes and 30 seconds.
Okay. So, by the way, we are at, I don't know how many minutes yet, but
27 and 30 seconds.
Okay, so we've been doing the clip now for 27 minutes and 30 seconds. So, we still having no issues.
No overheating warning at all. I'm going to feel the camera and see if it's hot. Just a little bit warm on the top right here.
Okay.
Just a little bit.
So,
not hot by any means.
Craig is feeling the camera, and the camera is not hot, but it's a little warm on the top, so I think...
And, let them know that I did not pull the screen out. Some people say the screen on the back, I guess it's an LCD or whatever it is, some people pop them out because it's a pop-out screen to let some heat get out of the camera.
Okay.
I didn't do that.
So Craig did not open the screen in the back?
Yeah. To let heat out. So we're doing it, we're really putting this through a torture test.
Okay. So he did not open up the screen in the back? Because we're really doing a test on this, so we're really doing a torture test to see really how much can this camera take.
And it's hot in here, right?
Yes.
You're hot.
It's hot, but our camera is doing nice and good. So, yeah.
If you had shorts with you, you'd put them on right now, right? It's that hot.
Yes.
So we're coming up on 29 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
We're down almost to the last minute. Let them know we are going to do another 30-minute clip.
Okay.
Okay? But we're not going to include that in this video because we don't want to have an hour-long video.
Yeah.
I mean, that's ridiculous.
So
but we are going to test it.
We're going to do another 30-minute clip after this one, but we're not going to put it together because that's like a whole hour. So you guys can still see it also, though, that we keep testing the camera to see how far it goes.
We will let them know. If we force this thing to overheat, if we're successful making this overheat, we will tell them.
Okay, and we are forcing this thing to overheat, and we're trying to force this thing to overheat, and we will definitely let you guys know.
If we can pull it off.
If we can pull it off, which...
Yeah. I don't think we're going to make it. This thing's a beast.
Yeah.
It's a nice little compact, tight little beast, right?
Yes. So I think that...
Tell the truth, it's cute, right? You think it's cute?
Yes, we have a cute little camera. Good news, everyone. So, we huffed and we puffed, and our camera did not overheat. So that's really good news. So now we found out that we pushed the camera and it didn't overheat. So that's good news. And we did different lens. If you were see throughout the whole clip that we did different lens and we seen what worked and what didn't work as much.
Yeah, we tested the focus.
And we tested the focus on all of the lens and...
Yeah, mention the scenes where you're walking towards the camera. Okay. Those were all testing the autofocus. Face detection autofocus. Face detection. Yeah.
Okay, so in the scene where we were walking through the grass, that was to test the face detection. Autofocus. See, I just sounded so slow saying that. Okay, so also guys, comment, let us know what you like best, and like our videos.
Subscribe to our channel too.
And subscribe, because you can learn a lot of stuff, proven fact.
Bye. Till next time.